Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr Seuss is an extremely popular children's book that sold over 12.5 million copies worldwide. But today, as the 21-year-old adult I am, I'm going to share with you my personal perspective on the life lessons that lie inside. Before we jump into it, I'd like to apologise that my voice sounds like a monstrous monster. Nonetheless, let's push past it and begin. Lesson 1. You decide where to go. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. It amazes me how many grown-ups don't understand this message, even when it's presented ever so clearly in a children's book. There are countless adults who spend years stuck in a job they hate, a dysfunctional relationship, or with friends they don't even like, simply because they haven't decided where to go. I went to university because that's what everyone else was doing, right? I didn't know any better. But on August 3rd, 2016, I'd had enough. I dropped out and booked a one-way ticket to Thailand. I realised it was time to decide where I wanted to go. If you don't decide where to go, someone else will decide for you. Lesson 2. Bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. I'm sorry to say, but sadly, it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. Now, I don't think bang-ups means what you think it means. This is a children's book after all. Anyway, when I was 17, I got my first girlfriend. I was so madly in love with her that I ran home from school every day, bolted to my computer, and anxiously waited for a message on Facebook. When I was on holiday in New Zealand with my friends, I missed out on fun experiences because I was glued to my phone, eagerly anticipating yet another lovey-dovey message. Long story short, she dumped me 9 months later, which put me in a slump. As Dr Seuss says, and when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. And man, he sure was right. That experience has helped me become an extremely resilient person. I now understand bang-ups and hang-ups happen. And because I anticipate them, I'm not shocked when things go wrong. Lesson 3. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow. Everyone is just waiting. It's kind of crazy how we expect amazing things to happen to us by doing nothing. We love to fantasize about being rich or scoring a hot date, but none of that is going to happen if we binge watch Netflix and play video games all day long. Well, unless you're PewDiePie. Anyway, Dr Seuss goes on to say, "Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win, 'cause you'll play against you." Very deep, Dr Seuss. Very deep. Lesson 4. All alone. All alone whether you like it or not. Alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. But on you will go though the weather be foul. On you will go though your enemies prowl. I believe this to mean that not everyone around you will support your goals and dreams. You'll often feel alone on your journey. You'll face financial barriers, relationship barriers, emotional barriers, but nonetheless, Dr Seuss encouraged us to keep going no matter what. Lesson 5. Life's a great balancing act. Step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. It's easy to get caught up spending too much time on one thing, and neglecting other important areas of your life. When I was with my ex-girlfriend, I neglected spending time with friends and being in the moment. But some say balance is a myth, especially when building a new business from scratch. What do you think? And now for the last lesson. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. These last words from Dr Seuss are my favourite of all. He doesn't fool children into believing they will succeed at every single thing they do. Perhaps we won't succeed because our goals don't line up with our strengths. It could also mean there are variables in this world that are outside of our control that can prevent us from succeeding. I could aim to be the first person to walk on planet Jupiter, but I could be hit by a drunken bus driver tomorrow and be left in critical condition. Or maybe it just means we won't succeed the first time we try something. Leave a comment below on what you think this means. To summarize, let's review the 6 lessons we covered in this video. You decide where to go. Bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. Everyone is just waiting. All alone. Life's a great balancing act. And you will succeed. 98.75% guaranteed. In the next video, we will examine the bizarre possibility of living the 4-hour work week.